All right, man, we on, man. And today we have a spicy conversation, man. We have something that we got to jump into today, man. We are talking about Boomman. Yes, that is Boomman. So, a lot of y'all, if y'all don't know who Boomman is, he has his own independent label in Atlanta. He was also on a podcast recently talking about, like, you know, the falling out between him and different artists that he's had dealings with as far as business. A lot of his artists say that, you know, he's scamming them out of money, but they're also mentioning that they're not reading the contracts as well. So y'all need to go check out that interview with Big Facts Podcast. It's a Big Facts Podcast with Big Bank, Baby J, and DJ Scream, man. Y'all go check that out and listen to some of the things that he had to say. I will say he was dancing around a lot of questions that was asked to him. I think the artists are thinking that it's actually a family, and it's more than just. Boomman is looking at it like, hey, this is just business. In the midst of everything, they're looking at it like it's a family. You know, Boomman has managed people from Roscoe Dash all the way to, you know, Fujiano. I think they had like he actually founded Fujiano, and he made that whole semi-deal work with Gucci Mane as well. But he had a recent artist that recently came out. His name is Money Mew. If y'all don't know who that is, man, look up this record called Hittin'. It's featured with him, Moneybagg Yo, and I think Fujiano. Now, the crazy thing about Hittin', I heard this record, I want to say, like 3 years ago. So this record has been out a minute in Atlanta, I will say. But I think Boomman put money behind it as well, and made it to be something bigger than what it was already, you know, what it already was in Atlanta. But he recently spoke out and he said some things that happened between him and Boomman, and why the contract and why he didn't renew his contract and he didn't go through with everything. Now, I want to get y'all feedback. I want to know how y'all feel about this, man. Do you feel like Boomman is scamming, or do you feel like these independent labels, and this is the thing that they do, man. These guys feel like they're signing a 360, but in actuality, they're not reading the contract and everything that it states. But we're gonna go to this clip real quick. I'm not gonna talk your head off, and we're gonna come back to talk about it some more. So let's hear what Money Mew had to say about the whole situation. One moment here. Let me pull it up. I always have a hard time pronouncing his name, like Money Mew. All right, here you go, right here.
With Hittin', so the song is like, is it owned by somebody else now, or how is that work?
Yeah, he ain't owned by whoever. I don't know. I don't own it. You feel me? I had gave it to them AE. Feel me? Like, and even with that, I was still supposed to have ownership of it, but they really fucked me over with that. So it's like it get tricky. Like I say, when you get to doing that. So it's like, who own it now? Shit, hell if I know.
Is that why you was able to get out the situation, or?
I was able to get out the situation with AE because for one, it was a term deal. You feel me? It was for 2 years. So we did what we did for the 2 years, and I would have kept rocking with them, but once I found out all that shit, you feel me? I got backdoored and shit. I couldn't keep rocking with them. Like, I agreed with, it wasn't all bad, you know what I'm saying? I take the good with the bad. We did go up. It was lucrative, but at the same time, I care about my ownership. I care about my back end. And then, you feel me? So when that got fucked up, I'm like, I can't fuck with them no more. Like when I first went into that situation with them, I was under the impression that once the recoupment of what we do is made, I will get what I agreed to, my percentage of my ownership of my tracks, you feel me? Long story short, when the recoupment was made, like when all their money was made, I'm like, what's up with that? And that's when shit got tricky. That's why niggas fell out for real with AE, because when the money was made back, niggas was like, okay, mind you, they told me that I recouped. Because we keep saying like, you know, how much made? Have we recouped? Have we recouped? They like, shit, yeah, you done recouped and shit. Me and Red, we own it. They like, bet. I'm like, shit, I need to start getting my back in, you feel me? Man, nigga, boom, talking about some, oh, nah, it ain't like that. He went back on his word and shit, and come to find out in the contract, it wasn't. And y'all make sure, too, with these contracts, you make sure you do your due diligence. Get a real good lawyer. Like, don't be scared. Don't penny pinch about that shit, you feel me?
So what I got from that whole situation is, you know, money was invested into a particular track, and then when that traction started happening, they looking. It's like, you know, when you invest in stock, man, you looking for that return, and I guess they was looking for that return, and Boomman was like, nah, that's not what's going on. This is the thing, man. I have is my opinion on it. Like, if you go watch the podcast with Big Facts with Boomman, he's basically saying, like, it's my money. Like, if I'm investing money into you, you can't tell me what to do with my money. If you feel some type of way, man, spend your money, invest in your own craft, invest in your own self. The only thing I didn't like what Boomman was saying was he was basically saying, like, hey, I'm putting these artists on the song with different people like Lil Durk, Future, Lil Baby, and they're still not elevating to a point where they need to be. The only issue with that is it doesn't matter who you put on a particular track with a mainstream artist if they're not ready for that yet, man. A lot of these artists are still need to build on their craft, and if you're doing artist development, you should make sure they're 100% ready before you even put them on the track with a mainstream artist, because what will happen is no matter who you put them on the track with, people will always go listen to the mainstream artist. That doesn't necessarily mean like they're going to get that attention just because you put them on a song with Future, Lil Baby, and people like that. I think the way Boomman does conduct business is kind of off, but at the same time, man, I mean, he's running his own independent label. He's doing everything out of his own pocket. So obviously, if these artists are coming to him, it does seem like they need help, right? But I think go watch the interview, man. It's very good. Now, I will say ATL Top 20, they did post the back and forth between, I wouldn't really say it's back and forth. It's just Money Mew, when he did that interview, they posted the clip, and Boomman actually responded underneath the clip. He said, y'all really hate me, huh? He said, I pray everybody that throws salt on me blows up and get the attention they're craving for. He said, I pray it brings you fame and fortune, authentic or nothing. I don't really know what to say about that, because it's also like Boomman is not taking accountability as well. There has been times where he also stated like, hey, you know, I'm not perfect, which means that, hey, I know I haven't conducted business right in the past, but it seems like it's one of those things where it's like, it is what it is. Now you have people also commenting under this post on ATL Top 20, and they said they never seen Boom grow an artist for real. Just rock with a song that got motion until it doesn't. Somebody said every artist that signs with him has these problems. Somebody else said Boomman been capped, get him out of here. Then his artists don't even be hot. Go invest that money in some good A&Rs. He also said he is the Birdman of Atlanta. But this one person, I guess he worked with Boomman or whatever like that, he actually spoke out. He said, crazy, you don't speak on what went down between me and A&E. He said, I dealt with them, prayed about it, and let God do his thing. And it seems like ever since artists been coming out the woodwork talking about how A&E do shady business, he said, I still got the jacket, and all you live and learn, though, no cap. And you can't go forever living a lie. It eventually unfolds itself and the truth comes forward. Let's go to the next comment. It says, was that in the contract? Sounds personal to me. So basically he felt since he ain't moved how he wanted him to move, then he said F it and voided the deal. Oh no, there's some I can't agree with that because it was a term contract, so I can't agree with that comment. Somebody said, man, Euro been said boom and them been snaking people. That's why I ain't rock with A&E. I'd rather get it out the mud than to be walking through quicksand. That's pretty deep though. I'd rather get it out the mud than walk through quicksand. I don't know, man. Y'all give me y'all feedback on what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Is he scamming? Is this how the music industry works as far as these labels and stuff like that? Like, I don't know, man. He just really does have like a bad name in Atlanta, like as far as doing business. And truth be told, I don't know what's going on between him and the whole Fujiano situation. I don't know if he outed him out of some money either. I don't want to speak too much on it, but it seems like every artist that comes from A&E, they just never have anything good to say. I think he needs to reconstruct everything around and change things around because you're trying to grab different artists from here and there and you're putting them on songs with artists that they need to build their own fan base first before they can even hop on a song with Future or Lil Durk or YFN Lucci, stuff like that. But that's just my take on it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all feel, how y'all feel about the situation, man. Do you feel like it's scamming? Do you not? But I mean, labels do this all the time. I guess that's why they say people don't really like signing to labels. So I mean, when you sign to them, you kind of sign your life over at that point. But you already know, man, it's your boy Kato Media. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that, and like that. Wow.